Hi, welcome back to Exocolonist. I'm Jonathan. This is the Protagonist Corner. I usually say that first. And Mom's here. That's the most important thing. How you doing, Mama?
Pretty good. How about you?
Awesome. We just had a day of rest. Back at home. Back in the quarters, I guess you'd say. Where we played with some of our friends, and hopefully now we can get back to learning things, accumulating skills, and all that good stuff. But first, let's see if there's anybody we can talk to here. Okay, yeah, that's great. Mars doesn't want any candy, apparently. Oh, we can talk to you? Really? It didn't look like it. I didn't see a bubble. Oh.
Have you tried standing in mud yet? Cal asks you. It's the best, most amazing feeling I've ever felt. You look down and sure enough, Cal's feet are bare and muddy as heck. Dirt and grass feel neat too, he continues. Sometimes the rocks hurt, but my mom says I'll build calluses. You should try it.
For the record, I want to because I want this card, but I can't do it. What am I missing?
Nothing. You can't do want to hear a fun nature fact.
Okay, so, but it doesn't say what trait I need to do, be able to do that or anything?
Need biology 20 or greater.
Okay, so that's gonna be a while. Thanks, Mom. And this is a similar situation. I don't want to torture myself. Oh, well, it's a good flavor text either way.
Tandy's dad is the head of expeditions, which means he's out surveying the jungle every day. This morning, you see her crying in the doorway as he leaves. I don't like when he goes out there. She sniffs after he is gone. You see grapes, and so are you, and that's why I like you so much.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So you need empathy 20 or greater.
We're missing empathy. I didn't think that would happen, but oh well, okay. And let's see what else we get here. Mars, I don't actually want to talk to you. I mean, I know I could, but like, you're evil. Oh, what's the rock?
You find a hefty red Xeno egg.
Interesting. I knew you could find like treasures and stuff outside the biodome here, but I didn't know you could find them in town. Learn something new every day, I guess. Alright, let's actually focus on finding a thing to do here. Oh, we can talk to you. So let's do that.
Tangent is hunched over a hollow palm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Howell wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog on the colony holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. Plants, try looking outside. I'll help you find that catalog, or let's make our own list.
You know what? I don't trust a 10-year-old on the list, even though his parents say you can do what you want. I want to help her find it, and I think that's here. But one sec.
Yeah, I'll help you find that catalog.
Okay. Empathy points, yay!
Longshore and Holopalm start searching the colony's holonet archives for a list of vertebrate plants and animals. 10 minutes later, you find it buried under a survey of logistics in the expeditions list.
Okay, so good news is she found it. Bad news is she got lost in technobabble.
And then when you pass by and pulls a face to two of you. Hey, Hollow nerds, she shouts. School's over. Come play sports ball in the sunshine. Tang just rolls her eyes.
I probably should, but I'll be reluctant to do that all the time because you know why? Because it's called sports ball. Okay. Let's see. Where does this put us again? Okay.
Low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to teaching labs and med bay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of this wing is offloaded to children. Congruent to the ship's onboard AI beams down at you from a nearby hollow screen. Don't forget to study hard, Solane. Register for engineering class. Pick an activity to do this month. study life sciences, or study humanities.
Let's register for engineering, since we can.
Using Congruence's HoloNet scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but manage to add your name to the list of drop-in students.
Good for you.
Unlock study engineering in engineering.
Well, that makes sense, actually. So if we pop back in here again, okay, so this isn't where engineering is, right?
This is engineering. Pick an activity to do this month. Study life sciences or study engineering.
Okay, so it is here. Why don't we do that? Am I on the engineering thing?
You are on study engineering.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you much.
If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He winks, it's weird. We will also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. Tangent raises her hand.
Also, Salim, it's not weird. He's trying to have a sense of humor. It's fine. It's good, in fact. But Tangent raises her hand.
Will we also learn about nuclear engineering, she asks.
That'll all be glowing, so we should hope not. Oh, God.
Professor Halnaj, yes, at a beginner level. We'll also have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony.
Okay, I feel like I'm living in the dungeon in the Jetsons at this point. These kids are 10 years old. They wouldn't be able to understand half of this. But anyway. Okay, card time. Oh, game, what are you telling me?
Looking for more difficulty, this harder card challenges option will keep you on your toes. If you want to turn that on or want to focus on the story, this will replace future mini games with a quick coin flip based on your age and skill.
Oh, we're not going to do coin flip. Okay, so am I on the harder mode here? Or?
No, you're on done, so you have to go back up.
Okay.
Up one more. That's harder challenges.
Thank you.
Now it's on. Now you're
Done. Okay. Coin flip. Who wants that? Hey, wanna play a game without playing the game? Okay. Anyway, let's see. We almost have a flush, but not quite. But we do have a 3-point card. Hooray for that. And
You just need 10, so you need 4 more.
okay, so I should think in terms of points here, and most of these are. Okay, well, I'm gonna get. Maybe the flush will help me actually. So let's do that. Okay, and we're gonna be good here.
Oh, you got it.
And 1 to grow on. Awesome. Well, 2 to grow on apparently. I guess that's how numbers work. Yay, victory! Ooh, and a vision.
Wait for an afternoon nap.
In the middle of class, that's not a good thing.
You squint into the pink-tinged light slanting through the windows. You must have fallen asleep in the lounge. Tammy's shadow falls across your nest of pillows. Oh, I'm sorry, Celine, she says, giggling. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's just so nice outside, with pollen sparkling in the sunlight. I wanted to open the windows. You rub your eyes blearily. Oh, you were having the weirdest dream.
It feels like I'm still in the weirdest dream. How do we get from class to the dream to here? Dude, this is trippy!
Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Siegden is making a new kind of candy. She said it's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? I have to go tidy the creche first, then I'll meet you there. Save some time for me, okay?
Dear, it's not literally made of cotton, it's cotton candy. It's not even real food. You don't want it, trust me. It's the worst snack food in the world. My favorite snack food is probably mom's rice pudding or cheesecake. Definitely mom. We're putting with cheesecake as a second. But what's your favorite snack? For you, let me know in the comments. And also, do you like cotton candy? Am I weird for not liking it? Let me know. You don't like cotton candy, do you, Mom?
Not really.
Yeah, God.
Tammy skips off toward the crutch, humming to herself. Go get that free candy. I don't want any candy.
Well, honestly, a kid would go for anything called candy, but like, I want to protect Celine because it's not really candy, dude. It's processed crud. You don't want it.
Candy, no thank you. You're not a kid anymore. You curl up and get back to your nap.
Oh, I didn't know he'd take it that way. Okay.
You're relaxing in your family's quarters after dinner. Your mom had to run off on some kind of council business, so you and your dad are playing a hollow game together.
Oh, with dad plays video games. Yay! Almost as cool as my real dad, except for the fact that he was a real person. And also, he introduced me to Mortal Kombat, which makes him the coolest thing ever.
When you are just about ready to head off to bed, your mom returns. You can tell from the defeated slant of her shoulders that something has gone terribly wrong. Your dad starts to ask her what's happened, but she waves him away and approaches you. She sits down and takes your hand, holding it between her two strong, dirt-creased ones. Celine, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, she starts. Her mouth quivers as she swallows, working on the next two words. There was an accident this afternoon in the crash.
Oh. And this is the part where Celine blamed himself for not being there. Oh, God. I have played a little of this for my own time. I do remember this event happening during the player's first life. I was hoping by that code we could change it, but I guess not. Oh boy.
Your classmate Tammy has died.
Yep. Saw it coming.
You try to understand her words. Tammy, dead? That's not possible. Ask what happened or just go to bed.
No. He would say something. Let's ask what happened here.
Your mom tells you, as simply as possible, that Tammy was killed by an electric shock from a broken hollow projector. It was just an accident. You press her for more, for an explanation. A little girl is dead. It's someone you've grown up with, someone so much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Why?
Wow. Oh my God. And of course, our fatigue meter's almost full again. That'd do it. True story.
Your mom's eyes are sad when she tells you. Sometimes there's just no reason why.
Now, I think in the next life we can prevent this. At least someone's told me that. I've never seen it happen. That's one thing I look forward to looking into.
You aren't used to dealing with death, and you don't know what you're supposed to say or do. You sort of mumble okay, and then get changed and crawl into bed a full hour before your bedtime.
Aw, he's not doing okay. Someone talk to him or something.
You try to fall asleep, but you toss and turn for hours.
Oof. And the day after. Oh, well, we're not too tired. We can probably do something today. Let's go and see if we can be of any help to anybody. Not you, unfortunately. Actually, we should talk to people anyway, even if we can't do it.
Even if Tammy died, this asks morbidly. I heard Chief Engineer Instant tell someone about it. He lowers his voice. Tammy got shocked by a broken hollow projector. The one in the crash with the dancing teddy bear, you remember? When she touched it, she got chucked all the way across the room.
Ugh.
He makes a sailing motion with his hand.
Oh my God.
And bam, she was dead before she even landed.
Okay, now I know he's processing. All the viewers probably know he's processing. Selena's not gonna know that. He's gonna be like, it ain't funny, dude.
So wow, really, or ew, I didn't want to know that.
Definitely option B. God.
Oh, sorry, Dis replies, tugging at the sleeves of his oversized jacket. I'll shut up now, sorry. This is so weird.
well, everybody's processing their own way, but still, I think that's how that conversation would go.
Enemies chucking rocks at the strato, sending metallic clangs ringing through the colony. Stupid planet, she yells. Stupid crash, stupid spaceship. She bends down to pick up another rock, but instead just sobs and braces her hands on her knees.
Someone hug her, please.
Stupid everything. Why did she have to die? It's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to die.
Aww. Now the interesting thing to do here would be to have no activities available because there's going to be some kind of a service. In fact, I thought that's what they did, but apparently not because we're here and doing this.
Tag is pacing around in front of engineering. She looks upset. It shouldn't have happened, she says. Tammy's what? What happened to Tammy? It shouldn't have been possible.
Oh.
There's no reason for that hull of a director to break. Mr. Howell said it was recently serviced and nothing was wrong with it before she gestures angrily. It just blew up for no reason. Nobody would have wanted to hurt her, so why? How? It doesn't add up.
They're doing pretty well with this.
Sorry, Celine. Want to think about this some more. I can eat when I can't find the answer.
Sometimes there is no answer. It's all good though. You be as angry as you need to be. Okay. Oh God, now you have something you want? Great.
Mars is staring into space, looking somber. She doesn't even notice you as you come up beside her and barely reacts when you say hello. I'm thinking about Tammy, she says quietly. She used to sit down the hill there in that spot in the sun. Every morning she'd just sit there for hours in the sun doing nothing, just being happy. You stare down the hill to the spot near the entrance to the quarters. You can imagine her there working on some little craft project, humming to herself. I miss her too. She was so nice to everybody.
Both these things are true. I miss her too. It's the more empathetic one, I think.
And now she's dead, Marge says, making a face. How's that fair? Of all the people, how come it had to be my friend? You don't have an answer. You've never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before. But of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of you.
Aww.
Mars clicks her tongue. Oh yeah, Administrator Seek is looking for you. I guess they need someone to do delivery jobs. She waves vaguely at the door behind her, distracted by her thoughts. Okay,
that is called direction, I suppose. I'm worried I'm missing an interaction, but probably not.
Let's see. Pick an activity to do this month. Relax in the lounge or leave.
Okay, so not there behind us. Thanks for lying, game. Good. And you're done.
Pick an activity to do, either study life sciences or study engineering.
Okay, so, well, I want to find where those deliveries are happening, but okay, well I can give it one more look here, but I do realize I have to keep it moving eventually. That's for the stupid volleyball court. Excuse me, sports ball. God, sports ball, right? Oh, okay. We can talk to you, so let's do that.
Cal is sitting in your mom's flower garden with his face in his hands. He's clearly been crying all morning and probably all of yesterday too. He and Tammy were really close. Whenever you guys used to play house in the crash, Tammy was always the mommy and Cal was the dad.
Aww.
You were just little kids who kind of always giggled about how obviously they were going to be together forever, like a princess and a knight. Are you okay? I miss her too, or at least you finally left your quarters.
Duh! I hate that last option, but I miss her too, dude.
Me too, he sniffles, looking up at you. You can see how puffy his red his eyes are. Me, really, really, too.
Aww.
Tammy always liked these flowers, he mumbles. Sometimes I picked some for her. He runs his hands over the pretty white flowers. Don't tell your mom, okay? Tears well up and slowly leak out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink, just stares at the flowers as tears run down his cheeks. You decide to give him some space.
Well, at least we found one more interaction. That is, I suppose, the good news, but the bad news is everything else here.
The greenhouses have different biomes inside, growing plants from the earth that might belong.
And we can shovel soil here.
Yeah. Shovel dirt.
Yep. I guess I'm looking for engineer. Well, I was at engineering, so okay. So maybe that scene actually happens later. Although he would want to be with family, so let's do this. Yeah, he would want to be with family, so yep, we're doing it. Okay, so okay, that's a. Although we get pretty close to a flush, even though it is 0. Let's start with this though. And then move some dumb zeros nobody wants. My poor cards. We're gonna fall short for the first time, I think. Could I restructure them to make things better here? I wonder. Well, I have my blues together, so it's as good as it would get. Okay, so this is what we have here. How did I wither over my last card? Not that I'm complaining, but okay, whatever game. Thanks. Seriously, let me know. It's a game glitch. That if you know. Like I know I would get extra points for the 3 blues there, but the other 2 zeros shouldn't do jack squat for me. But anyway, the game said it's a win, so I'm gonna take it.
I guess they're saying because you get the 3 babies, it equals.
Oh, it's like a pair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, not another pair. It's a 3 of a kind and a partial flush. Partial flush shouldn't even be a thing, but 3 of a kind, yes. Okay. So the 3 of a kind actually does make sense. Thanks, Mom.
It worked well this month. +1 toughness.
In a weird way, this is not unlike Citizen Sleeper. Because we don't really fully know what's going on. It's just happening. It's just working out in my favor, so I'm less upset about it. It's weird.
Colony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could just skip it and take the month off instead, or you can go back to work.
No, we're attending.
Yes, I'll attend. No, I want to grieve by myself. No, I'm too busy. Or Tammy who?
Too busy and Tammy who, the 2 worst options in the world. Yeah, we're going.
The colonists gather in the recycling room. Bringing organics down to be recycled here is one of your chores, but you've only come here for a funeral twice.
Oh my God! I just realized something, but I'm getting ahead of it. Sorry, Mom.
Both times the colonists have passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's been a funeral on Vertumina, and the first time for someone you actually knew.
Oh, okay. Now remember, we had a vision at the beginning of the game of putting a body into the recycler. Is this that? We'll find out.
The mouth of Organics Recycler has been polished and a wreath of yellow flowers placed over the opening. Inside you can see a shrouded figure, Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dad, Uncle Tonin, is here, as well as your parents and Auntie Seaton, and the rest of the council. Cal is here with his mom and her partners already crying in their arms. The room is packed with people and the feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it.
Yeah, funerals are always tough, that is true.
Governor Edcott stands before the assembled crowd. There are no words to ease the pain that we feel today. She begins. There is only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, one of the first humans to be born in space, and the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, bending hopefully towards life beyond our humble earth. She is the first of us who can truly call Virginia home. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself, a painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that as a community we're capable of great strength. Ed Cotley closes the door to the recycler. You hear Uncle Tonin sob over the hum of the particle disintegrators beginning their work. As a community, we remember Tammy. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. In this way, Tammy, our child from the stars, will never truly be lost to us.
Please tell me they gave her some kind of a grave marker or something and didn't just like cremate her body. Although people do that in the real world too. Maybe it's just what their family does, but it seems the weirdest thing to do to a kid. At least that's what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments.
The ceremony is adjourned, but a few people stay back to console Uncle Tonin as he keeps vigil over the recycler. Cal and Uncle Tonin hold each other and weep openly. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of geoponics, she'll be responsible for adding them to the colony's precious supply of brown soil from her.
Really, they make her into mulch. Okay, understandable, but they should still give her a grave marker and put it somewhere that mattered to her. God. Okay.
Your dad accompanies you out of the recycling room. He clears his throat. I want you to know that you don't need to be okay, he says, clasping his warm hand over her shoulder. If you want to take the rest of the month off, everyone's going to understand. Take the month off or go back to school.
Okay. He's 11. He's not going to want to go to school during this. He's not going to be able to concentrate on anything if he does. Also, mechanically, he's pretty close to needing a rest. So we are going to take the month off. Boom. Okay, and time just moves forward as it does.
The prospect of just going back to school like everything is normal is too much to handle. You end up spending the whole month alternating between sleeping, scrolling in HoloNet, and staring into space. It's restful, at least, and everyone gives you the time you need to process Tammy's death.
That is, I guess, as good as you can expect it to go. No new cards, though, because there was no real interaction there, so makes sense. We did get to recoup. Let's chat, though.
Dust is such a dry, hot season. Both suns are high in the sky, baking the usual lush Virtuman jungle. If there's a breeze, it's warm, and you guessed it, dusty. The parents are up every day before dawn, which comes far too early for your liking. You're usually gone by the time you wake up and home after you're asleep, so you have to visit them at work if you want to see them. Good morning, Gooseberry. Your dad greets you cheerily. Have you come to see the harvest? Your mom and I are gathering crops from actual Virtuman dirt this week. Sure, that sounds neat. Not really, or I just miss you and Mom.
Aw, we're gonna go for the sweet option here.
Aw, Buttercup, he sighs, kneeling down to look at you. I'm so sorry. How about your mom and I take the day off and we have some family time together? I'd like that, or no, your work is more important?
No, I'd like that. What was the previous choice we just made, game? Pay attention!
As promised, your parents leave work early for the day and spend it with you. They take you for a long walk all the way to the colony walls and have a picnic overlooking the Must Tree jungle beyond.
So we're outside the walls for the first time. Interesting.
Then you head back to the lounge to play a Vert Space game, an old one where the three of you play nice and you have to build things to solve puzzles together.
Oh, sounds like a game I might want to play too.
As your parents tuck you in that night, you think this must be the best day you've had in a long time.
Oh, so it actually did burn the day. Interesting. Oh, no, it didn't. We're back here. To be fair, that should burn the day. If you say you spend the day, the game should hold you to that. But I guess not. Okay, let's just chat with you in case something happens.
Dis is hanging out near the south gates, his hands in his pockets, idly staring at the ground and digging the toes of his boots into the dirt. He nods at you but doesn't say anything. Does this interest you or done?
Okay, let's oh, we get a card for it. Interesting. It's a one value, and it's an egg card. I don't know what it says on the bottom, and we'll get to that in a second. I do see that it's a one value. It's an egg. But what does it say? What does it say on the bottom of the card here?
+1 to a card change suit to looks like muscle.
Oh, okay. So it adds it's a one value card. Oh well, it doesn't say it's a one value card because that would be on the bottom of the card. So this adds 1 point to a card you've already placed, and he's played as a strength point. Interesting. Okay. So, let's see. Am I saying it okay there?
Yeah.
All right. So we are taking the card. Awesome. Okay.
Select a card first.
There's only one on the board right now, game. Okay, so gee, that's stupid. So you're telling me the card is not selected. It's bulgy. How is it not selected? Okay, now it is. Yay.
Thank you, just says clearly unsure about how to react. Find something to do with it.
All right. Cool. Hey Mars.
I have these kudos and nowhere to spend them yet, Mars says, sighing. Zeke says the depot store won't open until next year. How am I supposed to show off how much better and harder I am working than everyone else? I found something you might like, or done.
Oh, I found something you might like. Is this the new card we picked up, or? Oh no, it's the egg we found that one day. Or no, it's a lie. We haven't found anything you might like. Why give that as an option if we can't fill it, game? Annoying. Okay, bye. Bye. And yeah, we get to look at a card we can't get. Annoying. Okay, great. But we can talk to.
Solane, Tangent says approaching you with purpose. We need to discuss my brother. Who? Dis?
Oh no, okay.
Yes, Dis, she says. I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night. Sometimes she trails off and looks at her feet. Well, I'm not on very good terms with my brother of late, but, well, people are becoming worried. You get the feeling Tang is one who's worried about, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll talk to him, I'll find out, or that's his own business.
Well, I will definitely talk to him. Of course, it'll be harder because we rejected his offer to let us know what he was doing, but we'll see if we still can.
He probably won't tell you, Tangent says. Newton's apple, she swears he won't talk to me anymore. She sighs. You may have to follow him. I would, but everyone in the lab would know I was gone. No one cares where he goes during the day.
I think it's time to be bad, folks. Now, we did see him earlier. Should I? Will this cancel out my other option? Let's check.
Cal looks up to the sky, shading his eyes. I wonder when it's going to rain again, he says. The heat doesn't bother me none, but after a while the plants are going to get all toasty. I found something you might like.
It's probably a lie, so we're just going to go to done. I hate that the game does that. Yeah, and I see the blue card that I can't get. Make it easier for me to say, this will help me make a flush, and go psych! Although, why am I complaining? I've won every challenge so far for some reason. That I don't know, but anyway. Oh, Diz, where are you? Nope. Hi.
You told us that his sister Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing off to. His eyes flick briefly to yours, and he stares vaguely off toward the engineering wing where his sister is reading on her hologram between classes. He doesn't say anything. She's worried about you. You better tell me or else, or just leave him alone.
Okay, we're not going to threaten him. We're just going to say she's worried.
She doesn't care about me. Tangent's just worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. He scowls and picks at the hem of his sweater. She doesn't care about anything but her schoolwork.
Stop,
You
dude.
better tell me or else, or just leave him alone.
Okay, I do want to follow this through, and unfortunately, I'm too much of a meanie to do this any other way. So,
Dis looks down at a patch of bobble buds sprouting from a crack in the wall. He squirms. I don't have to tell you, he says. Just leave me alone.
okay, that's about where I thought that would go. Being honest. Okay, so then, all right. Under the circumstances, okay. Well, we can do what a person would, what a child would do in this instance, and try to involve the adults. We could do that and see if it helps.
Your mom's hard at work breaking ground for the new fields as the colony's chief cultivator. She's been preparing for this year as long as you can remember. Hey, Celine, she says, leaning hard on a tiller and mopping her brow. You need me for something? If you're not going to class, I can always put you to work. What are you doing in geoponics? What's happening in engineering? What can I do in the quarters? What's the garrison? What's the only one in command?
I hate everything about this. Bye! Hi, I'm not gonna mention the kid in the colony is running off. Bye! God! That is annoying! Okay, can we go back to the sister and do anything? Probably not, because we don't have information, but...
Tangent looks up at the sky and shades her eyes. It's too bright, she complains, and it's too hot, and the nights are cold. Living in the stratosphere meant we never had to experience discomfort. Remind me, why aren't we putting our resources into repairing the ship? Here, I have something for you. Want to study together? We're done.
Okay. Want to study together, I guess. I hate it, but yeah. At least we get a 3-point blue card for it. Yay.
You and Tangent sync your hollow palms and play a game together where you race to assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent is a whiz at it and breezes through the levels, barely breaking a sweat.
Okay, I guess that qualifies as studying, essentially. It's kind of edutainment. Okay.
You can tell she's hiding a smile when she looks over your shoulder to help you with a particular tricky algorithm.
Aw, cute. Okay, well that wasn't completely useless, but it wasn't what I wanted either. Oh my god. Like, hold it. How did you just forget about your brother? That's so annoying. Okay. Moving on, though. Oh. Hi, sports ball person.
Emily is bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up, she shouts and bumps the ball into your direction. Think fast. Bounce it back or look out, ball's flying towards you.
Bounce it back.
You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. Nemini is telling you about a new sports ball court, a proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little 0G1 in the stratospheric. Her brother Calm is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. Unlock sports ball in the garrison.
Can give it a shot. In fact, I guess let's do that right now.
A small team led by Security Chief Rat was enough to keep the peace on the stratosphere. To stay busy, they also ran exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here in Vartuna, the garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. And best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court. Play sports ball.
I'm gonna do it even though it's called sports ball. God, I still hate that. I always will hate that.
Emily wants to meet you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother Calm is organizing a youth team, she tells you.
That's what I heard. That's what you told me yourself.
Kombucha offers you a high five ball your way. Let's start with practice game to see what you're good at. You and Anemone are team captains. Pick your team.
Question. What does a sports ball look like? I guess it looks like whatever your favorite sport is. Oh, God.
Calm will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy on the other side. Choose Cal, choose Mars, choose Kombucha.
We're not choosing Mars. Okay, so I guess choose Cal then.
Mind if I play goalie? He asks. Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team.
Question. There's a volleyball net behind us. You mean we don't use that? Okay, fine. What else?
Anemone chooses Kombucha, of course. They bump fists. Your next choice.
Yep, is the only one left.
I play Spiker. Mars runs to take position. Seems like she's in it for the glory.
What is this sport, people?
Hopefully she wants to share some of that with the rest of the team.
It's like soccer and volleyball and a baby.
Start the game.
Yeah, let's do. And because of this game, we'll resolve everything with cards. Fortunately, there's a flush. Oh, well, there's almost a flush coming on one shot. Darn it. Okay. Let's.
Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round,
Oh.
you put the cards you didn't play and unlock an extra slot to play them in. Losing isn't always a bad thing in story challenges.
I forgot about these. Okay. So what does it need me to hit here? Like, how do I make this tutorial thing disappear? Okay.
Yeah, if you go down to done.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right.
Yep.
Yep, got it. Thank you. All right, so since this is only the first round, let's burn our 0 so it's not a problem. Although, if we get rid of that, can we get rid of that? Apparently not. Okay, so back to the original strategy. Let's play the 1 here. And I guess the other 0 because we're not trying this round. Okay, that's fine. Sucks that we wasted that blue. Alright though, we can do this. 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 No flush, sorry. And that thingy. Okay, so that would end our round, wouldn't it? Don't we just go through?
Next round,
yeah. Okay. So you just won't give me the flush. You insist on not doing that. Interesting. Okay. Oh, well, actually, we probably don't need to do that. Because you are a 0 and we don't want you for anything. How do I take a card back though? I guess it's one. Oh, but I have 2 spaces, so we're using everything anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay. Oh, that's how you take a card back. Good to know. But again, we're using everything anyway. It doesn't matter. Well, except for the fact that we want our blues together if we can get them. Okay, there we go. And then you. Only 9 points on that. That sucks. But defeat had to happen sometime.
Khan's an unstoppable force on the other team, but he's playing nice and getting enemies to take most of the shots. It's hard to compete with that sibling synergy. Mars keeps hogging the ball. She's dribbling it endlessly, but can't find an opening to spike. You keep shouting that you're open, but she won't pass it to you.
I like how they make it not the player's fault, not the choice I would have made, but okay.
Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest.
Okay.
It seems like the other team is going a little easy on you, passing between each other for so long between goals that Kombucha whistles a 2 ball and throws a second ball in the game. As soon as you start to think you may have a chance, an enemy scores them both at once. Match point. Better luck next time.
Okay, yeah, we know. But we still get some of our points there. Good enough.
It's time for Rotunda Ilia. Endicott and the council have called a festival to celebrate life here on the planet Rotunda. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear Governor Endicott's speech.
Holiday time!
In Earth's history, he begins and then clears her throat. She begins and then clears her throat for everyone to quiet down. In Earth's history, Rotunda was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebearers of the Rotunda Project chose to take on such an auspicious name in the hopes of seeding future bountiful citizens of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Rotundalia, a midsummer festival to celebrate our Rotunda, this lush planet on which we find ourselves today. Yawn or clap?
We're not gonna be rude, dude. We're clapping.
Everyone cheers and applauds. The members of the council all get up on stage one at a time and give their own short speeches. Governor Endicott announces each one. Governor Endicott Command, Chief Administrator Seek Command, Security Chief Rhett Garrison, Chief Engineer Instance Engineering, Chief Cultivator Flulu Geoponics, Chief Steward Antecedent Quarters, Chief Surveyor Melatonin Expeditions.
It's so unfortunate that the person's name is Melatonin. God.
When it's your mother Flulu's turn, she announces that tonight you will be eating some of the very first crops grown from Rotundan soil. Your
Awesome.
eyes go to the feast table. Aboard the Stratosphere, it would have been mostly soy-based food from the nanoprinters, spiced up with what precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing bays. This year, the Earth's plants look less robust than usual, but they're supplemented by some Rotundan plants that you've come to appreciate. Juicy watadu pods and slabs of edible fungi.
Well, I like mushrooms, so I at least like that part of it.
Endicott takes the stage after everyone on the council has said their piece. What is festival without festivities, she asks. Professor Hal and Security Chief Rhett have organized a 3-part competition for the kids. Good luck, children. Which one will you join? Bot wrestling, science fair, I'll just watch, or competitions are dumb?
No, and they're not dumb. Let's do science fair.
Yep. Tangent competes, of course, entering her study of the ship's hydro-recycling system. It was previously used to make urine drinkable, but she often thought it could now be turned to new uses. Despite how many times she said the word pee, it's still boring. She puts a lot of effort into it.
I guess he is a kid, it's fine.
Your turn to go next. The judges are all very interested in what you're bringing to compete against Tangent. Present your project.
Okay, back to the cards. It is a shame that everything's resolved with cards in this game. That's kind of weird. But let's see what we have here. Let's go with the numbers here because I think we only have one round. Well, what numbers? Oh God. And I don't think we want any zeros here. We needed 40?
48.
That wasn't okay. That would.
You get 3 rounds.
Oh, okay. So it is multi-round. Oh, all right. That's fine. Okay. Well, let's see what we have here. What we have is not much. Although, can we pair anything? It's technically a baby, so is it considered a pair? I want to know if we do this. No, it doesn't help. Okay, so nope. How about we don't do that?
Does it go by color or number?
Yes, it goes by both of them. I think for color to matter, it needs to be all of them. But I think for number to matter, it can be pairs or 3 of a kind. So, okay. So no.
Well, you do have 3 numbers.
Or they're the same number?
Yeah.
Oh.
111,
Oh yeah, okay, alright, that'd be great
and then
then.
2 zeros.
Awesome. So technically, if we're playing by poker rules, it's a full house. So, alright, so actually that works. Well, it don't. Okay, yeah, that works out fine then. Oh, and just when I wanted to keep them, I did that. Okay, so, just boom. Boom, okay. Oh, but that's all I can place. So 2 pair and 4 points. Okay. Although under the circumstances, I could play the 3 ones and lose the zeros, get 3 of a kind. So, all right. So we want to. All right. Yeah. Well, let's start with that. Then, we're stuck with one of the zeros, so might as well. But then we if we do that, then we could put. Well, it doesn't matter. It's
Do you have to play 4 cards?
maybe not.
So maybe take that 0 out. Just play 3 of a kind.
Yeah, you know we'll see if that can work for us. Let's find out. Thanks, Mom. But I think they're gonna kind of force me to play everything because it shifts that other 0 back in, and oh boy. Okay, so all right, so let's see. All right, so so if we have to play everything, then we should have our zeros next to each other so they pair. And let's see. We already have the ones next to each other. Oh well. That's our spot. So we might as well keep this as is. We get our 6.
So now they let you play all cards. It's weird.
This game makes no sense sometimes.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So. All right. And let's see. Oh god, we have 0 that I'm really not enthused about using, but that's fine.
I mean, you have 3 zeros.
Oh, so technically that's trips. Okay, so might as well just enjoy that. So. They did let me play everything. Just ain't enough though. And there's my 1 measly point. Enjoy that.
Tangent wins. She accepts her prize with grace, having expected nothing less. Your baking soda volcano was much less impressive. It just kind of fizzles, and you didn't explain it very well. It's pretty clear your dad helped. Maybe next year.
Now that's funny because we lost the game with a paper mache volcano. That's great. I love that. That was at least funny. I'll give you that one, game.
After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few days' rest is exactly what you need. You feel refreshed.
How are we doing time-wise?
Oh, time is just about up.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll get back to this next time. We've had our first casualty. We lost a child to the stars, but such things happen. I have no doubt that things will get better next time. See you then. Bye, folks.